Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video I wanted to highlight why the best strategy is to HODL or to hold on to your tokens rather than trying to trade or time the tops of the market. So what you'll see here is this is from the lowest point from the previous market to the all-time highest price of the previous bull run. And this is from the all-time high to the next lowest point of the run for Bitcoin. So once again, the lowest point to the highest point for Bitcoin's last run, and for this one, from its highest point to its next lowest point. Okay, so one thing you'll notice is that for 80% of the time, if you bought in up to the run up, you beat the lowest point of the new lowest low. So this whole time, 80% of the time, the price was better than the lowest point of after the price collapsed from the bubble, the previous bubble. And you could only sell it for a profit after taxes, and we're assuming a 30% tax rate because this is for an American audience. I know there's some places in the world that don't have such oppressive taxes, but you only had an 8% window to sell at a profit to this point before the bubble collapsed. However, if you simply waited, you could have beaten this point by 80% of the time after the bubble collapsed. So it would have been better just to be patient because the window for profiting above this point after the collapse is this big of a window. However, timing this point is only 20% of the time. So if you're in the market up into the bull market to the bubble, if you think the market's over or whatever, you only have 20%. Like if we assume that everything's just probabilities, you only have a 20% opportunity to sell above this point. And even with taxes, it's actually coming away with a profit at 8% of the time. Whereas with this one, it's 80% of the time you would have made a profit to this price point, the lowest low. So it's better to be patient with selling, even in the down run, because you could say, oh, like if I wait a long time, fine, and finally capitulate here, and do it, when the market's in a bull run, or in a, you've seen that it's not doing higher highs, right? You would have done better. So basically everything you should take away from this is those who just held on to the tokens, and even if they waited to sell here, they did better than anyone who sold anything that they sold here for 80% of the time, or actually even like 92% of the time after taxes. So it's better to be patient with selling and just HODL. And the math shows that it's nearly impossible to get the peak, because you might think this is the peak, you might think this is the peak, or you might think this is the peak. And even then, that's three of them. You don't know if there's going to be three in this cycle. But whatever it is, you have an 80% chance of missing the top and selling for a price you're never going to be able to buy it back at ever again. Okay, so that's basically the gist of this is, it's just looking at that it's better just to HODL. And you're going to come out ahead if you just hold on your coins, and you won't have that tax liability. And, you could even be patient here and see, and see that, oh, yeah, the bull market's over. Okay, I'll sell over here, because it gives you 80% at a better price. In the whole bear market, you could have sold at a better price than this last move for 80% of the time, even after the bubble popped. So you guys can take away with that what you will, but that's why the HODL strategies worked very well for me. It's just holding on to my tokens. I don't trade, and that means I don't have huge tax liabilities because I don't trade. I just hold, and it does very well. And I only and with Celsius, to put a advertisement for that kind of ability is you could take out a loan against your crypto, and you don't have a tax liability then. So you have some expense or you have something that you think will make money or you want to spend money on something. Use your crypto as collateral for a loan and take out the cash you need with an over collateralized loan. And then you don't have any tax obligation. All right, guys. So yeah, that's just this basic strategy video. It's just the odds are in your favor just to hodl. And so that's, in my opinion, the best strategy. And I don't think this bull market's over. Could be. Who knows? I don't think so. Especially for some of the best technology that's coming out, like Polkadot and things like that. So, this bull market's not ending, and I think this bull market might be longer because we're going to get usable products. So, all right, guys, if you like this content, please like and subscribe.